Hi folks, boy I'll tell you, you can't beat a theme song like that. That's the Virtual Award Championship fishing theme song. I don't know, he made about 1,200 fishing films, the greatest ever made. The greatest ever made. But anyway, hopefully maybe we can get a rerun sometime and see them. But anyway, we've got a treat for you here today folks. It's something that we've always been everything's Wisconsin, you know, OMC and Evinrude, Johnson, and of course, Line and Cougar Beer. And anyway, we've got a different one here today. This engine is made in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I suppose a lot of Scandinavians up there make these babies too. But anyway, it's kind of a treat because I'm not sure exactly how long they made these engines. But we acquired this one, and this is the first run today, and boy, Chris did a masterful job on it. Cleaned the carburetor, plugs. We had a broken piece on it that he found on the internet. Got that put together, and anyway, here we are with a beauty. So take a look at our new engine today, folks. It's a 7.5 horsepower Scott Atwater engine with the bail-o-matic. Chris, could you tell these folks a little bit more about the engine?
You bet I will. What that baby is there, that's a 1954 7.5 horsepower Scott Atwater. They kind of have a neat serial number deal going on. This is serial number 334511920. And what you do to decipher that is 33 stands for the horsepower, which 33 is a 7.5 horsepower. I don't know how they came up with that. A 38 is a 10 horsepower. I remember that. The 33 means it's a 7.5, and then the next two you do in reverse, and that tells you what year it is. So it's a 7.5 horsepower and a 1954.
Well, boy, that's interesting, Chris. How do you find out this stuff about antique motors?
I make it all up.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Well, you got to remember, folks, this baby is 57 years old. Man or wife, 57 years, and boy, does it look like $1 million.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Okay, today we've got my granddaughter Caroline here, wave to the gang, and we got my daughter Mary. We're back in the kind of the bush by the island here, so we're going to have to move out. I'm going to crank her up, folks. Put her neutral. We got her neutral. Start. Okay.
A little more.
There she goes, folks. Put her in gear, and away we go. Now you'll notice this Scott Atwater makes a lot more noise than the. Look at the two people we picked up back in the bush there, Chris. Ah! Well, anyway, this Scott Atwater makes a lot more noise than an OMC and Johnson or Evinrude, but it's getting faster also. You gotta consider one thing, it's probably been 25, 30 years since this little baby's been around. I don't know if they had it on the attic someplace, but who would know, you know?
That's a nice little speed right there for it.
Pardon me?
That's a nice speed for it right there.
Yeah. Smooth. Look at an idle, your Johnson or Evinrude, you can just go put. This one here doesn't go put. It moves along pretty darn fast. But it's a nice engine. We had a little problem right here we had a little problem with the gas, and Chris, you made this arrangement here for the gas, and it just worked perfect. This works perfect.
They used an OMC fitting.
It's an OMC fitting, but it works good. Now, don't you some folks up there in Wisconsin get jealous of this car, this engine, because, you know, our true love is OMC. But it's
how's the bail-o-matic work?
Pardon?
How's the bail-o-matic work?
That's kind of a neat feature. I'm going to put it neutral here for a minute. And see, the bail-o-matic hooks right up down below here, and you put the hose, here it is, so you put the hose into the boat, and it sucks all the water out of your boat. You got a leaky boat. Because a lot of times when you catch a lot of walleye, big fish, you automatically get a lot of water in your boat. So that's with bail-o-matic. They had a kind of exclusive on that. But
It's gonna die.
okay. We're gonna go around the reef out here. Here's the island. Beautiful, clear lake.
Rough out there.
And there's a couple fishermen over there. Get a shot of them. Hi, boys. Well, folks, I think that was a good little run for the first time in 30 years for this baby. You know, Chris, another comment about this. Scott Atwater, this was a 1954 model, and I'm not sure it was a 1960 maybe. Scott Atwater ceased to make the motor engines, and so Chrysler Corporation got them to make the engines for them. So then they had the Chrysler outboard motors for quite a while, and
They were called Scott Atwater.
they were called Scott Atwater, but Chrysler merchandise them. Yeah. And that's kind of interesting, but this is one of the original old babies here. Another feature of Scott, you can see these underneath here, this has got springs in it. You can see how cushioned it is, because they did cause a little more vibration, and they're noisier, and those springs took away some of the noise, the noise and the vibration from it. But anyway, I guess that's it. And here's this baby. Next week we're going to have another, well, we've seen it before, but I think we'll put our Martin 40 next week. That was made by some boiler company, I think, wasn't it, Chris?
I think so.
But we've got one that's it's authentic, it's never been restored. It's in beautiful shape. I think somebody bought it, went fishing one time, put it up their hand. But anyway, right now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to salute none other than Leinenkugel beer. Now, you folks up there in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, I hope you appreciate how much we love your beer, because we love you guys up there, and you just can't beat it. Look at the beautiful colors on this thing, but it's got that little taste of lemonade in it, and it's just so damn refreshing. You can't believe it. I know Miller's, was the Millers that bought Leinenkugel, but you know something? It didn't change that good old family atmosphere, because we love all the Leinenkugels and their wonderful beer. Thank you, beer meisters from Leinenkugel, for everything you do and your wonderful, wonderful beer. And anyway, I guess we're through with the days. This is the second season for this. We got to pull it around here, our second season, and we've got a few more to go. So thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and get another Leinenkugel summer shanty. And as old Virgil Ward, our famous fisherman, would say, good fishing to you, buddy.